Loneliness may be the greatest silent killer of our generation. It's the odorless gas you can't smell, but still takes your breath away. The silent cry, but still echoes with pain. It can't be touched, but it still hurts and cuts so deeply. What makes it most dangerous is how formless it is. It takes the shape of whatever feels right, masquerading problems and disguising itself as healing, all while being the source of it all. Maybe you felt it before, maybe you're going through it right now, but by looking into the story of Sasuke Uchiha, we can see one side of loneliness, how it works, what it looks like, and most importantly, how to overcome it. This is when solitude is mistaken as loneliness.
My name is Sasuke Uchiha. I hate a lot of things, and I don't particularly like anything. What I have is not a dream, because I will make it a reality. I'm going to restore my clan, and destroy a certain someone.
Sasuke Uchiha is someone familiar to us all. The greatest deuteragonist in anime. His whole life's mission can be summed up by one thing: being the Avenger. To take revenge against his brother, the Kingslayer. And that very path will be what led him into loneliness. But before we get to that, we must look at what came before. In part 1 of Naruto, he and Naruto were effectively the twin aces of Team 7. They fought together, risked life and death together, competed against each other, and at the end of the day, broke bread together. In its truest sense, they were brothers. And for the first time since Itachi slaughtered his clan, Sasuke felt at home again, with a new brother who would replace the one he lost.
They're my friends.
But that wasn't enough for him. It didn't fill the hole in his heart. Or maybe it did, but he didn't want to accept it. For a little while, that bond worked, until Naruto started surpassing him, and for the longest time, Sasuke had always been ahead. But as if not wanting to be left behind again, he decided to do the leaving first. This is the first point of loneliness. Sasuke's belief that isolation would make him stronger, building walls and calling it focus. But here's the thing, you think you're protecting your peace, but really you're locking yourself in. This is loneliness, the illusion of strength. Sasuke thought he had to be alone to get ahead, that if he removed distractions and emotional connections, he could better focus on his goal. But this only reinforces the masquerade of loneliness. The outcome can be rationalized. It can sound like the right thing to do. And yes, Sasuke did get stronger. You could even argue he might never have reached that level otherwise. But at the same time, that path led him towards self-destruction. Solitude and seclusion can be good when it's healthy, reflected, and most importantly, temporary. But be cautious about how long you stay in it. Not everyone will be like Naruto, chasing you down. The people you leave behind have lives too, and there's no guarantee they'll be waiting when you come back. And in the end, you'll be the one learning the difference between voluntary and temporary solitude and involuntary and lasting loneliness. Don't dismiss the help of others. Solitude can help you grow, but teamwork often takes you further. Had Sasuke continued training alongside Naruto, both pushing each other to improve, imagine how far they could have gone together. The second point is Sasuke's descent into false companionship. It's like reaching out in a dream, touching hands that disappear the moment you wake. This is loneliness, the illusion of connection that hides emptiness underneath. After leaving the village, Sasuke embraced his new life. He formed Team Heavy, finally on the home stretch of completing his goal, taking out Itachi. But they weren't enough. As Sasuke went further into despair and loneliness, defeating Itachi only birthed a new purpose: revenge against the Hidden Leaf, who made his brother suffer. Slowly, he left his team behind on the manhunt of killing Gonzo, the cause of Itachi's suffering. And here's the thing about loneliness. You can get so used to being alone that you never take the time to build deep, lasting relationships. Every connection becomes temporary, a stopgap between goals. There's both good and bad in this. Life is abundant, and you can always make new connections. But just because new ones can be formed, doesn't mean you should neglect the ones already there with you. A cycle of new connection, then break, new connection, and break, only makes you feel more hollow over time, never knowing what a true bond really is. This is loneliness in full effect, silent and odorless. It creates the illusion that everything is fine, that you're surrounded by people. But just because people are around you doesn't mean they're with you. You can be in a room full of people and still feel alone. The solution? Be more present with your connections. Have intention when getting to know others. And when you let people in, that's when loneliness ends. The obsession that blinds. The final point is Sasuke's story as a whole. How obsession with a goal can blind us to the light around us. This is loneliness, the illusion of purpose. Goals are good. Having a true and meaningful purpose is something we all desire. But don't let it dim your light. The people beside you made the journey worth it. And the idea of a lone hero is a myth. No one makes it far alone. And even if you reach your goal, ask yourself, would you rather sit by the campfire alone or celebrate surrounded by the people you did it with? And more importantly, for. If not for Itachi's guidance during the Edo Tensei and Naruto's relentless belief in him, Sasuke would have accepted solitude as his identity. But solitude should never be anyone's identity. In modern day, there's a strange fixation with identity labels, one of which being the introvert. And even if you do relate to that, it doesn't mean you're meant to be alone. Maybe you convince yourself that's who you are. You tell yourself, I like being alone, or I'm used to it. But that's just cope. We're human. Bonds and connections are the building blocks of who we are. The lesson today is simple. Stop mistaking solitude for loneliness. If you've got any of the signs you've seen here, I encourage you, open up, seek bonds, build and sustain them. Because even the brightest flame loses meaning when there's no one left to see it. No man is an island, and life feels brighter and fuller when you have the right people around you. And here's a quick action guide of how we can overcome loneliness. Step 1. Run the check. Does your alone time bring clarity and energy, which is solitude, or numbness and shrinking, which is loneliness? Step 2. Set a re-entry date. If you isolate to focus, set a time to reconnect so temporary doesn't turn into identity. Step 3. Anchor 2 people. Choose 2 relationships and invest weekly. 1 honest check-in, 1 shared moment. Small reps build deep roots. Step 4. Say 1 true sentence. When someone asks, "How are you?" answer honestly once each week with what you usually hide. And step 5. Keep 1 goal that requires collaboration. A study group, training partner, or shared project. Let teamwork sharpen you. You don't have to choose between greatness and connection. And the ones who climb highest usually are climbing with someone. And thank you for watching. This has been Blessed Visions, where we break down anime into what makes you think, feel, and help you grow. Take a moment to reflect. Are you truly alone because you chose to be? And are you working towards something? Or is solitude just a mask you wear to hide the loneliness within? I'd love to hear your stories in the comments below. But that's it for me. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao.